easy to get caught up in all these definitions, but truthfully, the principle of least action and the role of the Lagrangian are both aspects of nature which are very familiar to the way that we as human beings make our own decisions. Specifically, the principle of least action is nature's rule for how to travel, and the Lagrangian is nature's GPS. Let me explain. Imagine you've decided to go to your favorite restaurant. The first question I'll ask you is, how would you like to get there? Unless you're really into taking the scenic route through life, more likely than not, your answer will be something like, as fast as possible. Translation, when we travel from point A to point B, we seek to do so in the least amount of time possible. Double translation, when we move, we do so according to what might be called a principle of least time. Which is to say, time is to us what action is to nature. The second question I'll ask you is, how will you make sure you get from point A to point B in the least time possible? To which you should probably respond, I'll just punch the address into my GPS. Now, you might contest, I know the best path to my favorite restaurant, I've driven it a million times. Only, when trying to determine the best way to drive from your home to the restaurant, there's more than one thing you need to take account of. In particular, you need to determine what is the most direct path given the available streets, and what path is least affected by traffic at the time of your journey, the latter of which you couldn't possibly be aware of up to the minute without a GPS. These two considerations map perfectly onto the two parts of the Lagrangian. The streets are the kinetic energy, the traffic is the underlying potential. In the absence of any external force, if the potential energy is zero, the path of least action is just a straight line. Just like how, in the absence of traffic, the best path to your restaurant is just the one that is the most direct. However, when forces are at play, the path of least action becomes curved. This is analogous to how traffic can force you to take a detour from your direct path, saving precious time in the long run. It is a remarkable fact that essentially every question which can be asked in the study of classical mechanics can be answered simply by applying the principle of least action. However, I'll end this video by telling you that I have some good news and some bad news. First, the bad news. Where we're going, to the world of quantum mechanics, the principle of least action is no longer capable of solving all our problems. The good news is, the action and the Lagrangian, albeit applied in a different way, will still be enough to find our answer.